What's going on, everybody? Jeff Holiday here, and I know A Song of Salt and Poo episode 5 was supposed to be out actually last weekend, and then in theory it was going to be out today, and that's not happening, but I have a really good reason why. The reason why is, as I went to go and start filming, all of a sudden the bottom fell out again, and I found more things that I needed to investigate about Jillian Epperly and Jilly Juice, so it's honestly not going to be able to all fit into one video. It's just not. There's no conceivable way, unless you guys want to watch like an hour and a half long video. So it's going to have to be more than one video. So that's what I'm going to be working on. But in the meantime, because that is going to take a little bit of time to do, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging too long. So I thought we'd do something a little fun. Now, some of you might remember that I recently did a video on this guy, Dr. John Bergman, the chiropractor, also known as the snapper of spines, the popper of backs of disabled children. He is a maestro, if you will, of pseudoscience dog shit. Now, since I made that video, I've gotten some really interesting responses, and I think this is mostly because YouTube probably put it in the recommended after maybe one of his videos, or maybe another one of the videos that got kind of popular talking about John Bergman and XtremeGamez and that kind of thing. And so I got some really interesting responses to that video. So just for something fun, something light today, we're gonna read them.
You are a fucked up little person with the knowledge of diseased clown. Get a fucking life, you jumped up shit turd. Going to make you a big fat rope for your neck, knobhead.
A fucked up little person? Lady, I'm 5'9". I'm not a little person. I ain't tall. I'm not a little person. Jumped up shit turd make a big fat rope for my neck. That's charming. I wonder if you talk to your pastor that way.
How much were you paid by Big Pharma to do this video?
That's a very good question. I actually get this question asked quite a bit on various videos of mine that I put out there. The answer is I get paid in stolen gold from a Swiss bank account taken from Holocaust victims in World War II, and also the foreskins of Christian children. That's true. That's how the Illuminati and the Big Pharma conspiracy pays me. Bergman's a hero for those smart enough to see it. Shit talk away, sheeple. Oh, well, thank you very much for your permission. I think I will. Also,
Anyone who has taken basic human physiology and biology in college knows full well that Dr. Bergman's approach to healing is absolutely brilliant.
I took basic human physiology and biology and, doubt.
He has, in reality, helped far more people recover from so-called incurable diseases in a week than you have in your lifetime.
I've never actually claimed that I could cure somebody from an incurable disease. It's not really like something that I do personally.
By the way, how much is Big Pharma paying you to slander Dr. Bergman, you scumbag?
I think I already answered that, actually. It's stolen Jew gold from a Swiss bank account. Uncircumcised Christian penises.
Many people did not have any education in physiology and cellular functionality, no foundation in understanding how this fantastic mechanism, human body, is functioning, but they have opinions.
Yes, many people do have opinions. That's what people do tend to have at times.
They are based on what? And why you, young man, need to swear so much and use the aggressive theatrical language to sustain your points.
Aggressive theatrical language? I actually have been trying to kind of tone down some of the cursing a little bit here and there. I'm not always very successful. You can tell I'm actually mad because I'm starting to curse more and more in some videos. And call me crazy, but seeing like an innocent disabled little kid getting their spine popped by some wackadoo snake oil salesman, yeah, that makes me pretty fucking pissed off.
There's some declassified documents which are totally confirming what Dr. Bergman is presenting in his conversations.
Then present them.
What is your profession, young man?
Me? I'm a shitlord.
And what is your service to humanity?
I'm a thick, sexy daddy.
Ooh. Tragic. You mentioned you do not understand.
I really don't understand. I don't understand the point of this comment. I mean, look at me. Do I really look like a person who's going to be swayed by your promise that there are documents? We've got the white papers. We have them. We have them here in the studio. We can't show them to you, of course, but we have the white documents. We have the white papers. Do I look like the kind of person who's going to be swayed by that comment? Like, I actually kind of wonder about that with some people sometimes. Like, when you're typing a comment to me and you don't like what I had to say, do you ever stop and think whether I'm actually going to absorb it? Because I am receptive to criticism. I'm receptive to people saying, like, hey, you did this wrong. You got this wrong. I get plenty of stuff wrong. I get stuff wrong all the time. Some stuff that nobody ever lets me live down either. Jeff, salt isn't a spice. Yeah, I know salt's not a spice. You find it in your spice cabinet. That's why I misspoke. I'm an idiot. I understand that. I get that. But, like, did you really think I was going to respond well to this comment? Like, really? You watched the video. Dude, I watch a lot of Dr. Bergman. He know what he's talking about. Helps a lot of people. You're a fucktard. Probably. You, Jeff Holiday, are an idiot. Probably. My friend was given 2 years to live by regular doctors. He had bone cancer. Even with chemo, they said 2 years at best. So he went to Dr. Bergman and changed his diet. He could barely walk. Within a few months, he was walking fine. Doubt. He is still alive. This is almost 10 years ago. So maybe he got lucky, but he would be dead now without Dr. Bergman's help. So what the fuck is your purpose here? To put fear into people and tell them they better believe what some quack tells them? There's this opposite direction that you're traveling here. And don't get me wrong. Let's say, for example, your friend did have cancer. He went to Dr. Bergman. Dr. Bergman went, woo, and popped his back a bit. But then he was like, hey, you need to eat right. You need to lower your stress. You need to do the best that you possibly can to try and heal your body. And it worked. Well, that's great. That's the same thing a doctor would tell you. That's the exact same thing any doctor would tell you to do when you have cancer or when you're sick or when you stub your toe. Hey, you should probably eat right and take care of yourself and reduce your stress. What a chiropractor cannot do is actually treat cancer. It doesn't work. There's no biophysical mechanism that can actually make that happen. I'm sorry. But we're not even just talking about biology here or medicine. We're talking about physics. There's no actual mechanism that exists. No. I'm sorry. But no. And again, my purpose here is to be a sexy thick daddy. Oh, you emo-looking fuck. Probably. You're the piece of shit. The piece of shit what? He is a central nervous system doctor. No, he's a chiropractor. He's forgot more than you know about the body. And that's supposed to be a good thing? What? And if you actually listen to what he says, common sense comes into play. It actually makes sense. You, my friend, are an idiot. Probably. He had more than enough training and knowledge to advise people. And if you don't agree about vaccines, read the ingredients of them. I have. The difference is, I understand those ingredients. I don't think you do. They contain toxic substances like aluminum. Aluminum is not as toxic as you think it is, kiddo. Sorry. I hope he sues you. That would be really funny. There are references of studies done that confirm everything he says. Then present them. It's not bullshit. Look it up. You're just another prick trying to get famous by having a YouTube channel. Trying. The man helps a lot more people than medical doctors who do nothing but fill you with synthetic chemicals. You are an absolute fucking idiot. Do your research before you open your mouth, and that goes for all your followers too. You have no idea what you're spouting shit about. Well, Dick, I appreciate the comment.
Boy, you need to study Hippocrates. You know nothing except what Big Pharma wants you to know. The body can heal when it is detoxed.
The body detoxes itself through a complicated series of systems inside of itself. You cannot detox your body with smoothies or rubbing a crystal on your asshole. Like, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. Hippocrates would not agree with you.
You are in denial if you believe your diet and lifestyle have nothing to do with health.
I've never said that. Of course, diet and lifestyle is a huge part of being healthy. I choose not to have the most healthy lifestyle at times or the most healthy diet, but I do that with the full knowledge of exactly what I'm doing and what the consequences are. Why? Because I'm an adult, and because I can weigh what kind of experiences I want versus what I actually want to gain in my health. That is my choice, but it is a fully informed choice. I never disparage anybody because they want to live healthy. I encourage people, eat right, get out, ride your bike, get active. It's good for you. It's really good for you. It's not just good for your body. It's good for your mind.
He is teaching way beyond chiropractic.
That might be the problem.
I don't go to a chiropractor. People think they know about biology and nutrition like this person on this video. Whole food, plant-based living is the only way to go in such a toxic world. It sounds like you think the manufactured American diet is good. Denial! You are what you eat!
I could put a sex joke in there, but I'm not going to this time. The manufactured American diet is good? Well, let's put it this way. Let's take the average lifespan of the American people this day and age versus the average lifespan of American people 50 years ago, 80 years ago, 100 years ago. You know, you could say that it's not healthy, sure, but a lot of things in life aren't healthy. But we are living longer.
Dr. Bergman is one of the most trusted names in chiropractic and natural healing as well as nutrition, and there are many others just like him.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get to them too. I promise.
Chiropractors, naturopaths, counselors, nutritionists, and many, many more.
Oh, line them up for me, please, by all means. They might have to take a number, though. I'm a busy man.
If you don't live healthy, you cannot be healthy. Basic law of nature.
Where is that law written? They're Chinese fishermen who've been smoking and drinking every day of their lives, and they grow into their 90s, man. Then you got people who drink smoothies and they jog all the time and they do everything right and they keel over in their 50s or 60s. There's a lot more to being healthy than just eating healthy and treating your body right. Some people just ain't gonna make it, man. Sorry, there's some things that are beyond your control.
Keep taking your meds.
I'm not on any meds.
None of them will heal you, and if you are lucky, they won't kill you. Look how many people die yearly taking their meds as prescribed. Whole food, plant-based, cut the toxins.
I have a feeling that you don't actually know what toxins mean. It's just a hunch, though.
Overall, yes, they are safe. I see, I'll just believe you. You seem to be knowledgeable about this topic. I mean, overall, yes, they are safe is the most exhaustive, evidence-based conclusion I ever heard.
It's an honest statement. Saying something is, overall, yes, is safe, allows for the sake that, yeah, sometimes things don't work out. Genetic differences can mean that some people can take certain types of medications and other people can't. Don't blame the meds, don't blame me, blame DNA. I didn't do it.
They're not forced on the public. On what planet do you live, man? It's obviously not Earth.
Don't I look like an Earthling? Thought I was doing so well.
Or your definition of forced include only direct physical act of forcing?
Yeah. Basically, that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Because there are many ways to force in or push someone to do something without directly physically assaulting him. You know that, right?
What they're talking about in this is vaccines, and like I was saying, the vaccines are not forced on anybody, and that's true. Vaccines are not forced on anybody in the United States. Instead, you have consequences for your actions. And I keep running into this a lot these days. These people, and I'm not just in this, but in a lot of things out there in the world, people seem to think that they should be free from consequences. No, sorry. Your kid cannot go to public school in many states if you do not have them vaccinated. Why? That's because we as a society have collectively decided that your decision to go against what everybody else is doing to try and protect people who are immunocompromised, your arrogant and selfish decision based upon baseless fear and bullshit, is actually not worth potentially putting the life at risk of a kid who can't make that choice and whose parents can't make that choice. If you consider that being forced, well then you're a crybaby and shut the fuck up.
He shows actual official data, and you show your naive opinion on vaccines. That unrelated cases get on VAERS list.
Yeah, no, that's actually very true. You can go and look on VAERS yourself, and you'll see them.
On chiropractic being a pseudoscience, we'll hope one day you'll experience a little trauma which will cause you not permanent but strong pain/discomfort.
Thanks for the well wishes. I like how peace is in your avatar there. It's cute.
Caused by a spinal subluxation, which a chiropractor will fix, and would like to hear you repeat, chiropractic is a pseudoscience then.
I will say it, because I'm not going to go to a chiropractor. I will go to a doctor. If I have a problem with my back, I'm going to go to a doctor, not a chiropractor.
Samcam, no, it's actually more that once you have a straighter spine, the nervous system would be able to communicate better with your whole body and blood flow too.
That's not actually how spines work. And not really. And making an arrogant sweeping statement that your spine just has to be straight and it's going to increase the blood flow and your energy levels and your power levels and your chakra blah 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 blah. No. Sorry.
Once the adjustment done, you have to treat yourself healthier to heal yourself.
Why didn't you just do that without getting adjusted? That'd be my suggestion.
So no, the holistic chiropractor doesn't care. It's you yourself. The body is self-healing.
If the body's self-healing, then why does it need a chiropractor?
I was bedridden up to a year and under heavy pain meds until I found Dr. Bergman's videos. Now I'm pain-free, no meds, and out of bed. I'm healthier than a lot of people who take medicine or go to the doctors for every little sickness.
Doubt yet again. And if for some reason you're telling the truth, you probably just got better on your own. I have a feeling that just watching a man's YouTube videos can't heal you. I'm pretty sure.
I was actually surprised how many things Jeff got wrong and misinformed the audience for views. Makes them want to do their own research. There's plenty of Facebook groups.
Yes, of course. Wonderful. Yes, mommy bloggers all alike, they are the most trusted source of information, especially biomedical technology. I mean, anytime I have a problem, say satanic eye bleeding, I immediately go to my local Facebook group and they tell me to piss in my own eyes and it clears it right up. Yeah. Yeah, you get quality information from a goddamn Facebook group. Bravo.
Dr. Bergman actually backs up his information by actual sites that do studies and research documentation. Jeff forgot to mention that important bit of info.
There's a lot of dumb information on the internet. A whole lot of dumb information on the internet. Not all information is created equally. Yes, we have to allow every idea to be on the platform of public opinion, but that doesn't mean that we have to treat every piece of information the same. We should scrutinize everything, and if it doesn't stand up to any sort of standards whatsoever except,
that just sounds good. Yeah, that sounds like something that my friend Cheryl over in the Ninny Club told me that's what I need to do to cure my diabetes.
No, sorry.
Jeff, listening to the whole video, I came to the realization that you bash this person, and you are no doctor yourself, no chiropractor either.
That's right, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a chiropractor, and even I, dumb, silly Jeff Holiday over here, who didn't even get a chance to finish his bachelor's degree, can easily dismantle and tear apart Dr. Bergman's bullshit claims. I can do that, and I don't even need to be a doctor to do so. Can you imagine what an actual doctor would do if he did what I do? It would be glorious.
No parent with a disabled child either. No person has gone through Dr. Bergman's ways and are healthy because doctors didn't cure.
That's assuming quite a lot about me, don't you think? I did work with disabled children for a very long time. Disability has touched my family quite a bit. And if you think that I don't have any actual experience with chiropractors, you're wrong. No, I wasn't always angry punk pro-science Jeff Holiday. I used to be pretty crunchy hippie Jeff Holiday who believed all this shit. Oh yeah.
You've not gone through none of this yet. Your speech makes me think that you have the right authority for this.
It makes you think that I have the right authority for this? Well, that's good, because you probably should be listening to me instead of Dr. Bergman. Because I'm not lying to you, and he is.
I hope you go through an experience where your health is found by holistic ways.
Doubt.
Your body is self-healing when you treat yourself the right way, but that is only found when you go through these experiences and you have not.
Again, you really don't know anything about me. And I really don't give a fuck about your condemnations when you don't know me. So,
There's much more than meets the eye. I hope you find that out in this lifetime.
Well, life is all about learning, and I love to learn. That's also why I went to college, but, whatever. If you can't feel that John is a good man and is spreading health and wellness, you are blind. Chiropractors have months of nutritional and food studies. Wait. They have whole months? Like plural? They have plural months of study? Wow. The doctors you ignorant people trust and listen to like sheeple are doing exactly what Big Pharma wants. Ask your doctor what you should eat and they draw a blank. Actually, last time I talked to a doctor, they told me exactly what I should be eating. It was more fiber. I had some tummy issues and don't worry about it. Ask your doctor what chemical pill to take and you'll get a quick, confident answer. Who's a real scumbag here? Dr. Bergman. Is that even a question?
Jeff left out a lot of important information out. I hope others seeing this comment might go find their answers. Dr. Bergman actually backs up his info with journals and studies made by people with degrees.
People with degrees? What, do you mean like chiropractic medicine degrees? Or maybe holistic practitioner, naturopath, functional medicine kind of shit? Is that what we're talking about? You see, the people who are writing the things that I have backing me up are people who have to spend years and years and years, sometimes decades in school, PhDs, research scientists. That's the type of things that I have backing me up. That's what's on my side. Not a bunch of wackadoo bored people looking for a new change in their life, so they spend 2 weeks and some money online learning how to become some naturopath. Or they get their goddamn diploma off the back of a Cracker Jack box or some shit like that. No, there is no comparison. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna meet him and thank Dr. Bergman tomorrow. I'm healthy and pain-free because I followed his info and advice.
I hope you were thinking of me when you went and saw him. That'd be great. Hey, Jeff here. Yes, I was truly disgusted and wanted to exit this video, so I hastily left the message in rough form. Glad to hear you're healthy from actual food and wellness. Me too. Did you see John's latest video? He is awesome.
I listened to John while I typed my comment because he is amazing. I see the world in a much brighter, beautiful, grateful way. Jeff, on the other hand, needs to get informed and, lighten up. He seems to be a bit on the dark side.
Dark side?
A life experience or two would help.
Lady, you have no idea what kind of life I've led. Whoo, boy.
Lovely to have met like-minded souls that you were as good as in health.
You guys both have terrible grammar, terrible choices in people that you want to listen to. And I think you were made for each other. I think there's sparks flying in this video, guys. At least some good could come of it. And I think this one actually might be my very, very favorite. This is wonderful. Gerson therapy, chelation, or this doctor's methods are the root for real cures. Check Agenda 21 and redo your video. You were in the fucking dark. Okay. Were you out of material and decided to go into uncharted territory? You have no clue. No clue. This is my territory. This is my hunting grounds. Do you not understand this? Like the entirety of the naturopath, alternative alt health medicine, this is where I feed. This is my food. The sooner you catch on to this, the sooner we'll be able to have a much better understanding between each other. Yeah, Dr. Bergman is not my nemesis. Dr. Bergman is my snack. Doctors are working for Big Pharma, and anyone that goes against that ends up in the river. You get sick for the combination of two factors, toxicity and deficiency. And this is not the original for this method. It's Dr. Gerson at the turn of the century. This is not new, dude. Not new at all. I don't even know what you just said. Doctors ending up in the rivers, though. That's a great conspiracy. That's a wonderful one. I think I fully can understand how far on the fringe you are there, Alchemy Seal. Your lack of knowledge is overwhelming. This doctor is promoting an over 100-year-old method even though he is not mentioning the name, and he has added his own flair. Results is what counts. Results! A 100-year-old method is not really something to be bragging about. Sorry. Like, is it the older the method, the more effective? Well, why don't we just do some leeches about it, you know? You got diabetes, you should do some cocaine about it. Oh, you've got paralysis, we should do some bloodletting about that. Maybe some cupping, huh? Are your humors in dysfunction? Maybe if you want to get real old medical practices, tried and true methods, maybe we need to expel the demons. You see, there's demons in your blood. Yeah? Is that a good idea? Let's get a priest in here. They're scientists. Something being old is not necessarily bragging rights when it comes to medicine. Because it's old doesn't mean it has been held up to scrutiny this entire time. The basis for chiropractic medicine was debunked before it even got popular. People knew it was bullshit before it even got popular. It has never been considered an actual legitimate form of therapy or rehabilitation. No. Now keep in mind, what I mean about that isn't to say that going to a chiropractor can't give you some benefits, because I don't know if I made that very clear in that video, but there are plenty of people who do find some relief by going to a chiropractor because it helps with whatever strain is on their back. Effectively, it's a lot like massage therapy, acupressure, that kind of stuff. Fine. Good for you. I hope it helps you, and I hope you've got a chiropractor that doesn't try and sell you on a bunch of mystical bullshit and tries to tell you not to get your vaccines or not to take your traditional medications because that's irresponsible and it's wrong. But the basis fundamentals for everything that has to do with chiropractic is rooted in a pseudoscientific, faith-based belief. It was religion. It was never about science. It was only later that we found good corroborating evidence that you can get some pressure release. You can get a little bit of release from something that's bothering you. Wound up, knotted up back. Great, but that's not where it came from. It's as simple as that. If a chiropractor tries to tell you anything further than this might help your back, then he's an idiot and he's an asshole and he's talking out of his ass. And maybe you should find a different one. But I do know that there are really good chiropractors out there. I've met a couple of them. I really have. And they're like, no, this is just what I do, and this is what it's for. And they don't bring up any of this pseudo-scientific blah, blah, blah. They don't shit on traditional doctors. They might actually be pretty good and licensed nutritionists, and they can help you with modifying your diet. And if so, good. Great. That's fantastic. But more than likely, these people are not going to be trying to tell you that you shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be doing that, shouldn't be talking to your doctor, taking your antibiotics, all that kind of stuff. Because they're responsible. Unlike a lot of these assholes out here who will prey on you and tell you a bunch of bad advice. And that bad advice can get you and your family in some trouble. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Just a quick little fun video for you guys to watch, something to enjoy. Hopefully tide you over. Next up, yes, I will be doing a Song of Salt and Poo. It's just going to be so much work. I hope you're well. I hope your family is well. From me to you, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.